Hi, my name's Lee, and I'm trying to get an organization going called the Castle Hope for Lost Souls. The Castle Hope for Lost Souls is my dream. There's a building down the street that looks like a castle, and I want to buy that building and turn it into a rehabilitation center for drug addicts, alcoholics, and in order to do that, I need to find people that'll help me. But I'm not asking for money now, I'm just telling you about my dream. Over the past few years, I've known a lot of drug addicts and alcoholics. Most of my friends are drug addicts and alcoholics. I know a lot of people on the street, and I've spent time in the streets. I have a lot of friends who probably you would never think of being your friends. I know a lot of prostitutes, and I know a few drug dealers, and I've seen what drugs can do. I've lived with women who were drug addicts, and even though I was a drunk at one time, I never got into cocaine or crack or any of the illegal drugs. I did try marijuana and really didn't like it, so I didn't use it. But I was around people that were using marijuana and crack. I'd be sitting there with the girlfriend and friends of hers, and they'd be doing their crack, and we'd all be talking. And it was interesting how the conversation would start off sort of nice and start getting a little strange after a while. But I want you to know that I want to help lost souls find themselves. To me, a lost soul is a person who is addicted. And if you ever saw some of the old cartoons, you would see a devil and an angel, and there would be a battle between the devil and the angel. And this battle is real. I've seen studies and so on. Our brain is made up of two major parts. One is the old brain, the other is the new brain. The old brain is our instinct. The new brain is our logic. To me, the new brain part is our soul. And when we pass away, our soul goes on. But what happens with addiction is that the devil, which is the old part of the brain, wins out over the angel, which is the new part of the brain, and our soul. In other words, our soul loses control. We become a lost soul. And what I want to do is to help these lost souls find themselves, bring them back together. There are many ways I can do this. One way is on a one-on-one basis, which is what I do now. I try to find out, first of all, why the person is addicted. It could be that who's escaping from something or a traumatic experience caused them to drink or to do drugs. And this can be helped by, once you find the reason, you try and work with the person to get around that. My father's philosophy of life was that if you can't do anything about it, don't worry about it. And that's what we have to teach these people. You can't necessarily forget about it, but you can get around it by not worrying about it. You can get around it by understanding what happened. And I'm a firm believer that everything that happens to us, good and bad, has an influence on our lives. And even the bad things can have a good outcome. So this is the main thing that I'm trying to do. So I'm going to tell you more about this and talk more about it in the next video. So I'll see you soon.